The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now Smith going to change the play. Now Geno on first down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Rams very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Geno. Flushed out right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You talk about this Rams defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
No, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
And the Rams at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact,
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Now Willis.
And his throw here's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Third down, it's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action. It's Smith. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Willis.
Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Second down, here's Charbonnet.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Smith. This complete to Lockett. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They snap it to Smith. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now run by Charbonnet. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Yo,
and this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it.
Use alert.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Julian Love picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side,
just
5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you make... And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Zach Charbonnet, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this 35-0 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it.
Let's use it. You're scared to play. You're scared to play because you know you're going to lose your money, you bum.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get beat.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll run it here with Charbonnet.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Geno now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. In motion, the tight end.
On the carry, Charbonnet.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Smith. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Willis.
His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Tariq Woolen in on the stop. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. The shotgun snap to Willis. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on third down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Willis, 4th down, has to have it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down by a good couple of yards as they will indeed get the conversion there on 4th and 10. Willis now off play action. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. 2nd down, here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from Hard. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Right back to the air with Willis. And my goodness, another interception. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Geno. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
That was so stupid.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Now he's free at the 35. Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and 19. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Alana woke up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
25 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now Geno on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to speed things up here. Left side complete to Lockett. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Akers. 105 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
There we go. Stop.
Willis out of the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Willis will look to throw it. This pass caught by Hamler. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Willis wants to pass it again.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're in control here as they start first and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now, Smith. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now Smith. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Seahawks, it's a